If you need a mortgage to purchase a home, interest rates are a big part of figuring out your budget. The Fed's biggest concern right now is inflation, which has proved to be stubbornly high over the last few years. Not only are housing prices rising a little too quickly, but the cost of everything is just skyrocketing. During the pandemic, the Fed artificially reduced those rates. We had like the lowest rates I've ever seen at unheard levels in order to sustain the economy during that time. But this caused a frenzied market. We all seen what's going on right now, where homes were flying off the market, record prices, tons of offers. Now things are returning back to normal and rates are much higher than they were before. So how should you react to this environment? Here are 3 things in mind when you're buying a home today. Let's take a look. Key point number 1. It's actually a better time to buy a home right now. Right now, you're gonna have less offers. You're gonna be able to get the house that you want. You're gonna be able to walk into that house, and if you really like it, you're probably only gonna be competing with 1 or 2 offers. Now, if rates dip, you're gonna be competing with more offers. So right now actually is a better time just because there's less competition. Key point number 2. You can buy down your interest right now with seller credits. So there's 2 things you can do. You can do a temporary rate buy down. This is called a 2-1 or a 1-1 or a 1-0 temporary rate buy down. What that means is the 2-1 temporary rate buy down is your first year you can be 2% lower than the note rate for 12 months. Second year, 1% lower than the note rate for another 12 months, and then you're back to whatever the note rate is at the time that you locked. So for example, if your rate is 7.5, your first year you get 5.5, second year you get 6.5, and then years 3 through 30, you'd get 7.5. Also, you can do what's a permanent buy down where you can get a 30-year fixed rate. Let's say the rate's 7.5, and you can negotiate the seller credit to cover it to get to, maybe down to 7%, maybe 6.875, and you can get a lower rate right now. And the seller completely pays for it. So those are options right now that aren't normal in another market. Like back in 2020, when there were so many offers, that wasn't really on the table at that time. It is right now. Key point number 3 is nobody knows where rates are gonna go. We have no idea. The Fed is trying to fight inflation. We're not quite sure what's going to happen there. So since it's an election year, we really don't have any idea what the Fed's policy is going to be. So it's really likely that we don't know what's going to happen. It's unlikely we're going to have another pandemic. Heaven forbid that happens. But right now, we just don't really know where rates are going to go. So if you're looking and you're on the fence and you're looking to buy a house, it's better just to jump off that fence and just get that house, because you're going to have less offers to compete with. You're going to have negotiation tactics from the seller that can pay your costs, and you're just going to have a chance, way likely chance to get into that house. If you're ready to explore today and you want to look at the options, maybe you want to get a 2-1 temporary buy down. You see what the pricing looks like there. You want to see what a permanent buy down would be, if how much that costs for the seller to provide that for you. Please reach out. We can help you go over those options. We can help you negotiate, and we can help you get in the house that you want, because right now is the best time to buy a house.